Tiffany Daniels, a 25-year-old artist and lighting technician at Pensacola State College, started her day like any other. She texted her boyfriend who was out of town and left work early, telling her supervisor she had something to take care of. No one knew what that something was. Her co-workers described her as cheerful but quiet. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Later that day, Tiffany returned home briefly. Her roommate left town shortly after that, and no one else would be at the house that night. What happened after Tiffany drove away remains a mystery that has haunted Pensacola for years. Traffic cameras captured Tiffany's 4Runner crossing the Pensacola Beach Bridge that evening. The vehicle appeared to be heading toward Santa Rosa Island, a stretch of sand and dunes that fades into the Gulf of Mexico. The timestamp showed it was around 7:51 p.m. She was alone in the car. No one knows why she drove there. She had no planned trips, no known friends waiting on the island. For a woman known to seek quiet places to think and paint, it might have been a drive for peace, or perhaps something more troubling. Several days later, beach rangers found Tiffany's 4Runner parked near Fort Pickens, on the far western tip of Santa Rosa Island. The vehicle was locked. Inside were her phone, purse, wallet, bicycle, and clothing, everything except Tiffany herself. Authorities examined the vehicle but found no signs of a struggle or foul play. The keys were gone, and tire tracks suggested it had been driven there intentionally. It was a calm, ordinary scene that made her disappearance even harder to understand. Investigators found footprints leading from the 4Runner toward the Gulf. The tracks could not be followed to a confirmed endpoint. They faded among the wind-blown sand and tide marks. Search teams combed the shoreline, using helicopters, dogs, and volunteers, but no trace of Tiffany appeared. 4 days, her family and friends searched the island, calling her name into the wind. The Gulf waters rolled endlessly, swallowing the light of each passing day. No personal items washed ashore. It was as if she had vanished between the dunes and the sea. Authorities reviewed phone records and bank data. There was no verified financial activity or confirmed phone use after she disappeared. Her social media accounts fell silent, and there were no known communications with anyone in the hours before she vanished. Unconfirmed tips soon came in, alleged sightings of Tiffany in nearby states, including Louisiana. Investigators followed each one, but none were ever substantiated. The case remained cold even as it drew national attention. Rumors swirled around Tiffany's disappearance, from voluntary escape to possible abduction. But law enforcement found no evidence to confirm any single theory. Her loved ones rejected the idea that she would simply walk away. She had left behind art supplies, her job, and her beloved pets. Despite endless speculation, the truth has never surfaced. Each theory seemed to fade into the same silence that swallowed her footsteps on the beach. Tiffany's parents, Cindy and Rodney Daniels, became tireless advocates, organizing searches and media outreach. They appeared on national platforms, hoping someone, somewhere, knew something. Every tip gave a spark of hope that quickly dimmed when it led to another dead end. Years later, they continue to maintain contact with investigators and raise awareness. Their hope hasn't died. They believe that one day, an answer will emerge from the silence that has gripped Pensacola since 2013. More than a decade later, the mystery endures. No confirmed remains, no definitive clues, only an empty stretch of sand where the Gulf meets the fog. For locals, the sight of the dunes at dusk brings quiet unease, a reminder of a young artist who drove into the twilight and was never seen again. Tiffany Daniels' disappearance remains one of Florida's most haunting unsolved cases, a story of unanswered questions and a family still waiting for light in the fog. What do you think really happened? Drop your theories below, and don't forget to subscribe for more chilling mysteries.